Hi friends, it's Rebecca with Becca's Creations. Hopefully you can join me. This is a first for me. I'm going live and doing a mystery stamping. Just wanting to check on the group page to make sure I'm coming in. And of course I'm upside down. What is going on? I almost scrapped this because I had a lot of, let's do it this way. I had a lot of static come through on my phone. So if you can see my setup right now, it's pretty hilarious because I have a monstrous size iPad. And so I I pulled that thing out and Jimmy rigged it with my my stand. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure something out for the next time. But so just bear with me. If you are dropping in and catching me on live, would you just go ahead and say hi and where you're viewing from? That would be great. So I posted the measurements a couple days ago. I decided when I came back from backstage that I'm going to start doing some mystery stamping on live. Try to get me into the swing of getting on here and hopefully, go hybrid. So hybrid, basically, if you are not familiar with me, I host, hey Sonia Marie, thanks for joining. So I live in Clarksville, Tennessee, and I host monthly workshops in my home. And so I gravitate to people, and so that's my outlet. Is I love to connect with people from all over. And so I decided for the next calendar year, so Stampin' Up's calendar year starts October 1st, and I want to go and start doing some things online. So monthly, one of the things I'm like all over the place. My mind's all over the place, so bear with me. Work smarter, not harder. So, good morning, Amy and Elizabeth. Thanks for joining. So work smarter, not harder. And so, since I already host it shifted again. Am I not in the screen? Crud. Can you? Let's see. Oh, yeah, you can see me. Okay, so I'm going to work smarter, not harder, because I do a team meeting monthly, and we do mystery stamping. So I decided to just go ahead and share that with you guys. So my mystery stamping might be a little bit different than other demonstrators out there. So basically what I do is I post the measurements a week prior. That's the plan, is to post it a week prior. And then you get all your products together, and then we stamp together. So I'm going to go ahead and set this off to the side, and I'm going to go over the pieces that you should already have prepared for. So you're going to need a colored piece of cardstock, and so I decided to go with very vanilla. Again, this is going to be your project, so you can choose whatever color that you want to go to coordinate with your, make sure I'm still in the frame. So you will use whatever color you want. So this measures 4 1/4 by 10 1/2, and I did score it at 1/2 inch, 1 3/4, 3 3/4, and then 5 inch. So set that off to the side, and then you will need another piece of colored cardstock at 3 5, and you're going to score that at 1/2 inch and 1 3/4. So you'll also need a DSP. I decided to pull out my gingham paper, and yeah, it's the gingham cottage rose paper, and this measures 4 by 4, And then you'll need a coordinating piece that measures 4 and 1 3/4. So you'll also need a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of cardstock for the back of your paper, back of your cardstock. But since mine's light, I didn't cut a piece, but I do have a 2 3/4 by 3 white. Actually, it's very vanilla. So, and then whatever punch or label that you need and matching embellishments. So let's go ahead and get started. If I'm going too fast, would you guys leave a comment, those that are still with me? I'm trying to not go so fast. All right, so we're going to work with our base card, and we're going to go ahead and burnish those lines. So I'm going to go ahead and use your bone folder. I did have the dogs here with me, but I guess they didn't like, they liked it when it was quiet, so, but yeah, now it's, I'm loud. So let me, bear with me, I'm trying to get this to look, okay, there it is. So now I can see all the comments that are rolling in. All right. So you're going to burnish your lines, and then you're going to take your 4 by 4 piece of DSP, and you're going to adhere that to the, because this is going to actually be the front part, so you're going to adhere that to this piece right here. So just whatever choice of adhesive. I am a green glue chickie. And the reason why I like the green glue is because it gives you a little bit of a wiggle room. So I'm just going to go ahead and actually, I'm not sure what happened to this piece because it's got some creases here. So I'm going to put that on the bottom so you can't even see it. I'm still in the frame, so I'm doing good. And sometimes I tend to use my bone folder to even out that glue. All right, so there's that. And then you're going to fold up. So you're going to bring these inward here, okay? You're going to bring that all the way up to the top, to the second score line. Fold it over. You're going to fold that over. And then you're going to take that extra piece of DSP. And then you're going to go ahead and adhere that to the front right here. So go ahead and adhere your piece. And adhere your piece to the front of that, because this is going to be the front part of your card as well. So again, I'm going to use my bone folder. Okay, so we are here. Is everybody doing good? Thumbs up? I should get in the frame. So, all right. So next we are going to take this flap right here, this 1/2 inch. You're going to fold it inwards. So you're going to keep your card flat like this, but you're going to take on this flap right here, you're going to put a little bit of glue or adhesive. And once you get your adhesive or your glue on that tab, you're going to fold that over. Okay, you're going to fold that over. And you're going to make sure that that glue sticks to that back side of that cardstock. All right. And the other thing about glue, when you use a lot of it instead of a little, you have to use your adhesive remover. It's the best tool in my room. So, all right. So this is where we're at right now. Okay. So this is what your card should look like. Okay. All right. So we're going to set that off to the side. And we're going to get your other piece of cardstock. And we're going to go ahead and burnish those lines. So last night when I was doing this with the team, I did a oopsie. So hopefully I won't do that today because I just did it last night. But, you know, when I sleep, I tend to forget things. So mom brain. But, okay. So we burnished those lines. We're going to decorate this piece. So you're going to go ahead and either stamp your white paper, decorate it to whatever your vision is. You're going to bring that to life. So I'm going to go ahead. I use the 3D falling folder, leaf fall folder. And if you don't have this embossing folder, it's a must for your fall cards. I just think it's really pretty. So let me show you. Look at that. It's so pretty. Okay, so that's what I did is I went ahead and embossed my piece. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to that front piece. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and make sure. All right, so, okay. So the next thing is I have very minimal stamping on this particular card. So I decided I needed a grading. So I pulled out the mini pocket envelope dies, and I'm going to use this particular die. So I used the die and I stamped hello. But I've got a lot of vanilla showing, so I'm going to trim that off with my trimmer. I'm just going to trim it just a little, just a smidge. So that is really the only stamping that I'm going to do on this card is the hello, because once I'm done with the trimming on this, you can't see me, but I pulled out my little guillotine. Probably pronounced it incorrectly, but my little cute little trimmer. Okay. Unfortunately, it's not available. It was one of those perks when you signed up as a demonstrator. So I went ahead and trimmed my my little die cut piece, the label, and I did stamp the hello because we're using the Hello Harvest stamp set and the coordinating dies. So I used the hello and I stamped that off with Early Espresso. So there's my piece trimmed off the edge. So now I'm going to take this piece here and we're going to go ahead and adhere it to this is what is the base of the card now. So you have a tab here, okay? You're going to put your adhesive on this tab right here. So I'm going to go ahead and use my glue. And I'm going to fold it flat. So this is how it should look, okay? Your glue is just on that strip right there. And what you're going to basically do is you're going to take this piece here and you're going to line it up to the front of your card. Now, it's up to you if you want to line that top to the DSP or to the base, the very vanilla or whatever your color cardstock is. I'm going to choose to line that up to the DSP. You're going to eyeball it, make sure that's in the center. And you're going to make sure that this tab here adheres to that back piece. So once you do that, you're going to put a little bit of adhesive on this top piece right here. So I'm just going to put just a little bit. I'm going to flip that over. Okay. That should be good. All right. So this is your card, but if you need to stamp it or decorate it, now is the time. Well, you should have stamped your images already on this piece. I haven't stamped it because I am adding embellishment pieces. So this pumpkin is actually a die cut piece from the Hello Harvest. There's a coordinating die. It's called the Rustic Pumpkin Dies. And so it has a banner to cut out the stamped image here, and then it's got the embossed pumpkins. So that's what I'm using. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere my base, the pumpkin. I'm going to go ahead and adhere that to here with some glue. And then the centerpiece, which is this right here, I'm going to go ahead and pop that up with some dimensionals. So if you ever attend my class in person, I love dimensional. I go through so many dimensionals. Dimensionals, you can never, you know, a project, it just does something to it. So there's my pumpkin, but a pumpkin needs a stem too. So I use Mossy Meadow, and I did cut that out. And if you look, it has some embossing also on it. So I'm going to tuck that in just like that. I'm not sure why I wasn't laying it flat, but I'm tucking that in there. Okay, so have that stem popped out. And there is these little vine pieces that come with that die set also. So check out these cute little vines. So I'm going to pop out, use my tool, there it is. I'm going to pop out the negative, and then I'm going to tuck them in right here with some glue. How am I doing? So I could have ran this through the adhesive sheets, but I wanted these vines to dangle a little, so that's why I didn't run them through. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue onto, and so there's that. But it needs something else. I think it needs a bow. So I'm going to pull out some linen thread, and I'm going to do a double bow. So get a good amount. Normally with a double bow, something has got my dog's attention because she just popped up. So I have my string. I'm doing a double bow, so I'm just going to go ahead and tie it up. And I like to do bunny ears. And there is my bow. So I'm going to trim that off. And then I'm going to adhere that with some glue dots. So, got my glue dots out, Miss Sonia. She's like, make sure you have your glue dots. It's like, I did. All right, so glue dot is on. I'm going to go ahead and put my ribbon on. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my hello. I'm just going to go ahead and place a dimensional here because, like I said, I love me some dimensionals. And then I'm going to place I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this left side of this hello so it doesn't flop off. But put that there. So I want to add some rhinestones or some embellishments. So I have plenty of, well, I thought I had plenty of. I do have plenty of. So the leaf and label has some amber gems. They have some amber gems. It's a combo pack, and you get 50 of the leaves. And I have a ton of these leaves, but I just love these gems, and so that's what I'm going to accent this card with, is the gems from that combo pack. So let me pull out my tool pick, and I'm just going to go ahead and add some gems to my card. So that is my card. do it that way so you can see it. All right. What do you think? You guys like it? All right, I'm gonna try and flip this. I'm afraid that if I flip it, it's gonna be an utter hot mess, but I'm gonna try and flip it. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, hold on. Bear with me. If you get motion sickness, don't pay attention to me. I'm gonna flip this around. Okay. Oh, can I do this? Can I do this? Did I just make it? I just made it worse. Okay. So apparently my camera's down here, but I'm looking up there, so it's just a hot mess. But this is, you know, a learning curve for me. So I'm going to try and look down, which is hard because I want to look up. But this completes the mystery stamping. Again, I would love to continue doing this on a monthly basis or bi-weekly. We'll see. But in the meantime, I'm going to slowly work myself into doing more lives. So thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And if you participated in the mystery stamping, please share your project in the comments. And who knows, you might get something in the mail. So I thank you again, and we will see you next time. Bye.